Alright, sorry everybody. Had a bit of trouble getting things started today. I don't know, like maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, something like that. 10 minutes, I think, before I started to stream, my internet stopped acting properly. Like it pretended that I was online. My computer said I was online, and my router said I was online, but websites stopped loading. I couldn't get into Kick. I couldn't get into Odyssey. So I ended up having to. I spent about 10 minutes trying to troubleshoot it through normal methods. None of that worked. So I finally ended up having to restart my whole computer just to get it to work. So that was like 10. So that was like 10 minutes. Well, yeah, like 10 or 15 minutes. It was a little bit before time to start that I started working on it. Like 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. Trying to troubleshoot and couldn't get anything to work. And then I shut everything down, restarted, and now everything works fine. So I got in some kind of weird state where I got locked up or something. I'm not sure exactly, but things are working now. So I guess that's the important thing is we are good to go now. Okay. So let's get into this. Reset. Just kidding. Yeah, resetting. After the progress I've made, that makes zero sense. Investigate the service area and dining room. Yeah, and if I remember right, I cannot get to there yet. I don't remember if it's. I think the art room is still locked to me, right? I think so. Let me see. Yeah. And from the other side, I'm pretty sure it is too. So we can't do that. We can get into the private room, but it doesn't really take me. I think I need to go over ballroom, game room, and then from that side, probably. But I don't really think I can do that, though. Let's see. If I go around. Oh, wait, I can just go the short way now. Hey, Phil Fox. Welcome. Sorry I'm late. I know, and I don't know how long you can stay or anything, but I'm sorry you're late. I'm late. Oh, I didn't realize that I could look at this. That's good. I could do that as something. Yeah, I was saying earlier, like as soon as I got on stream, but before anybody had really jumped on, I was saying about maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that before time to start streaming, my internet suddenly stopped working. I could not get into Kick. I could not get into Odyssey. I tried troubleshooting for like 10 or 15 minutes, could not figure it out. So I finally completely shut everything down, restarted my computer, and now I have internet. So whatever was going on is now fixed. So, excuse me. So anyway. Oh, I did not see these before. Okay, hang on. So what are these? Flask of beer contains some type of medicinal formulas. Okay, but I can't actually. Amber, garnet, mahogany. Oh, there are letters underlined though. AGATHA. Those are probably clues. Let me write those down. And I'll write them with the word also, just so that I've got them. So. Good. Good. Yeah, that's another thing. Fortunately, I already streamed last night, so I already confirmed it. I updated my streaming software to the latest version, and sometimes when that happens, my software goes, microphone, what microphone? Or something, but it did not cause a problem this time, so that was good. Okay, so these are TA. Yeah, TA 01. I don't think the TA 01's important, but just in case. Amber. And that's the A is underlined. Okay. The TA, the only way the TA I think could be important is it might tell me the order in which to do things, possibly. Garnet, GANT. So G, A, and T, and then TA 03. Mahogany, and it's the H and the second A. So the H and the second A. All right. This game only a little bit, obviously, mostly no, but a little bit. This game reminds me a little bit of Scratches in terms of kind of the background music while you're doing stuff, and then also kind of the need to, like, you open something and then you have to examine specific parts of that and then try to remember that for a puzzle later on. So I'll leave that open. I don't think there's a reason to close it. Don't know where those letters are going to go. I'm trying to remember. We have a puzzle. Did we do this puzzle, or was this a puzzle in the first place? There was, it was, I think, over here. Yeah, the other side of this. So, right here was a book puzzle that we did earlier. And we did some other stuff, obviously, came through to here. This is open, but the other side is locked. Is the other side here? No, it's doors after this. Like, this door's locked. Yeah. Letters. I'm not sure what letters I would be doing. Yeah, Robin. Yeah, poor Robin got left there all those years. That sucks. I wonder how that happened, honestly. I mean, I remember the story, right? The husband ended up burying his wife. But then, do you remember? I don't remember now. Why did they have to leave? Why did he have to leave? Like, was he in a hurry or something? Because he left Robin behind for some reason. And I don't think he had really intended to. Right? Or am I misremembering? It's been a while now, right? A few years, so I don't remember now. We got into there. We still need to set this time for something, but I don't know what. Like, pull these in a specific order. But I don't know what. Play it again. I mean, I don't have a problem playing it again. I don't know how many people on stream would want to sit through it, though, again. A lot of the stuff I'll remember. Like, I remember the spot you have to dig out on the side of the mansion and stuff. Letters. Where do I need letters? I don't know where I need letters. Maybe that's for a future puzzle. No, we're not there yet. I don't know. And we've... So I got the clue from there. That one is something Baphomet, right? Hang on. Where's my... Did I write them down? I might not have written them down. Might just be in my clues in the game. Thought I'd written it, though. I guess not. Anyway, but this one is like looks or faces Baphomet or whatever. Looks at Brahms, not Baphomet. Brahms. Sorry, my bad. Composer, falls or like a pagan god, which they're the same thing. Looks at Brahms, and the other one is like looks at the man or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while. Read this. Yeah, I need more pieces for that to complete that at some point. We're not there yet. I've already done this chess puzzle in the game room across the way. Let's see. I just noticed those books today where I just wrote the clue down. So there's always obviously possible. Wait, what does it say? Oh, it just says it's locked. Yeah, so I need a key. Anyway, so it's always possible. There's something I've not looked at. Oh, I have a service key. I must have gotten that at the end of the last time. I didn't remember that. Let's do that. Now we can get in. Now we can get in the service area. Speed run? I don't think I could speed. I don't think I remember it well enough to speed run it. I remember a lot of stuff about it. I'm pretty sure I don't remember it well enough to speed run it. I'm pretty sure that would not work out for me. I was sitting there going, oh, no, but I promise I can go fast, guys. Let me think about this. But I swear I can go fast. It would not be a thing. That would not be a thing. Coat of arms. Books. So I don't know if you were on this stream when I explained it, but there have been a few like slips of paper, books, diaries, things like that or whatever, that have kind of implied that, so you've got the manor like this. There's first floor, second floor, attic, and basement. It's kind of been implied that there might be some shenanigans going on in the basement. Like, not goofy things in the sense that shenanigans sounds, but like shenanigans as a replacement for like some dark experiments, operations, something going on down there is what it sounds like. So when I saw the trailer for this, it looked like it might be horror. It's not played like horror at all. It's played like a puzzle game, really. But there have been some kind of hints now at some horrific things going on. So I guess this is horror adjacent. Anyway, my point is just that there apparently are some things happening that we don't know enough about yet, but we will learn more of, I guess. Oh, so we do that in order to open that box, I guess, or whatever. Dad got accused of killing the mom, yeah. And then somehow he died. Oh. Yeah, so the dad's friend going... I don't know about that. So first of all, we, in the main game, as the the first person perspective player, we were a writer. We heard about this creepy manor. We bought it and the property as well. The guy who sold it to us did not have rights to sell it to us, but he did anyway. And so we thought we were okay buying the manor. Anyway, and then we went there and we started hearing scratches at night and other weird noises and things. And we were going around trying to find things out. We had some glimpses, like we had ended up going down in the cellar, and we opened a door, or not opened a door. We went in a cellar, and we ended up finding an old furnace unit. And we ended up in the middle of the night. I think it was middle of the night. We ended up crawling in the furnace toward the other side. But as we were going part way, we saw something go past really fast. We were like, ah, and we freaked out and we backed out. So anyway, we ended up finding out something about that, and that like it was likely Robin was still there. And then we confirmed that from the writer's side, we confirmed Robin was still there because we ended up going from the basement. We ended up kind of going like down further into like a cell part. I think after that night where we were startled when we went in the furnace unit, I think it was like the next day or the day after something, we went actually in there again all the way through and came into this kind of sealed off part of the basement or whatever. And there was like there were some broken bricks, and we moved some bricks, and we were gonna go enter, and right as we clicked to enter, we saw like him like at us or whatever, and we like and we like ran away. So that was the writer part. And then there was the part like 5 years later or something, we were in the DLC, we were a reporter, and we were investigating, and the manor was a lot more, run down and stuff in those years. It had not been taken care of at all. Kids had vandalized it and stuff. So the manor was really all busted up and stuff. When, as a reporter in the DLC, we showed up again. And when we finally, with enough stuff, ended up going up to the bathroom, we pulled a curtain, and Robin was right there. So I want to say it was something like 10 years, but I don't remember for sure now. Something like that, I think, though. Nothing with these. Okay. Yeah, so something like that, though. Nothing in either of those drawers. Okay. Are these actual drawers, or are these just decorative, apparently? Or at least, certainly not something we're interested in getting our hands on, clearly, since nothing lets us interact with them. So, setting for the table. This is interesting, stuff like this, because if they've, they obviously, it was only like, it's only been a few days, but if these folks passed on, they all died in an accident, you wouldn't expect this stuff to still be sitting out. Because they still have maids and stuff that put it out in the first place, right? I think. But maybe not. I don't know. Clock door's closed. Mechanism at the bottom appears to be working. Oh. Clock mechanism incomplete. Some gears are missing. I have this. That's a medallion. That's not a gear. So that will not work. Okay. Nothing on those. Sculpture with an inscription that reads, "A person is not honest when he speaks for himself, but if you give him a mask, he will speak the truth." So probably putting a mask on this or somewhere else. So there is kind of, if you do this, it's kind of this crack. I think that's a glitch. I don't think it's supposed to happen. But I think that's probably because this probably opens up if you give it a mask or something. I already suspected, though, you probably need to do something like, and again, I don't know for sure that it's that, but you probably have to do something with that sculpture. I already suspected that before I saw the glitch. So this is new. This area now. We found this recently. We would not have found it previously. So that's cool. Wait, this was this the service door? No, that's more. Okay, I don't even know which way we went to get in here in the first place. Anyway, let's finish examining this room. This might be just about it, though. We might be missing something, too, of course, and come back here. Okay, so we're in the dining room right now. Still cannot get in the art room or the drawing room, but these will be later, I think. This does not go through, I don't think. Well, maybe it does. I don't know, actually. So if I go over here... That's private room. So this does go through now. Yeah, this is where we use the service door key. Okay, that's right. I was forgetting where we actually came through, but that's where. Yeah, and then there were books there. Okay. Okay. So this is the dining room. So now we head over to the kitchen and the cupboard to the side of that. Ooh. Giant chain on there. We probably need a key because I don't imagine we're going to get anything like bolt cutters. So I'll probably just get a key. Hey, Cosmic Pelt. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Dark Forest Cake. One. Okay, packaged chocolate cake mix. Blah, 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 blah. So it's a recipe. I don't know that we need to make that or not. We may not need to make that. We might at some point. I don't know. If we find that in the kitchen we can look at different sets of ingredients, then I actually might try to make that. But so far, it's not looking. I mean, these are just pots, so it wouldn't be where the ingredients are. But there, or there, or there. Okay. Nothing with these. And this kitchen here, only very, very slightly reminds me of Layers of Fear. And then more than that, this reminds me of Remothered Broken Porcelain. The first Remothered game. Or sorry, Remothered Forsaken Fathers, I think, or whatever it was called. The first game, anyway, where you have the kitchen in the manor and you're hiding and stuff. This is much cleaner and brighter than that was, though. But I mean, I guess this is standard for like a fancy kitchen, so I guess it's not really a big like a really good reason for it. But this like middle part here and some of these here on the side remind me of that a little bit. But that's okay. Okay, so yet another of the Criminal Instinct series of leaflets. Little bundle edition. The secret ingredient. And it's this lady with, you know, obviously she's not a witch at all. She's not a cannibal at all. So that's great. Anyway. But that's this whole series. This whole set of pamphlets of these are all like tales of horror and or murder. So they're, yeah. Like I said, Criminal Instinct is the name of the series. So kind of obvious. Royal Recipes book. I can't read it. It just is something to examine. Yeah, those games too. Yeah, I've been looking for the next Remothered because I think it's supposed to be a trilogy. We did Remothered Forsaken Fathers or whatever it's called. What's it, Forsaken Fathers? It's gonna bug me now. Hang on. What is it? Hang on. Let me see. Remothered Tormented Fathers. That's it. Tormented Fathers. Yeah, so we've done Remothered Tormented Fathers and Broken Porcelain. I'm wanting, of course, to find, or to get the third one. In fact, let me go back there and see. Okay, so Tormented Fathers. And then Broken Porcelain. And yeah, Broken Porcelain is supposed to be a prequel and a sequel, right? It's what the younger girls were up to at that kind of school monastery weird place when they were younger, and then finally like a sequel as well at the end where she meets her friend and they you know, because they're lovers, they reconnect after years. But I thought there was supposed to be a third one in the game or in the series, but maybe not. I don't know. Broken Porcelain generally got unfavorable reviews, so that might be, maybe it didn't do well enough, decided not to continue the series. I don't know. Hang on. Remothered series. So Tormented Fathers, Broken Porcelain. Uh, let's see. Broken porcelain. Sequel? Land, maybe? I don't want to spend too much time on this. I'm not seeing. Anyway, I've been kind of keeping my eye out in case, but I've not yet seen. So, can I adjust this again? Let's see if I can adjust this again. Oh, there we go. All right. Apparently on Kick, I'm talking and did not mute it. Let me really fast. Okay, I'll just send that email off so that Kick. I was having trouble with the category. It wasn't. I wasn't able to choose Inheritance of Crimson Manor, even though they'd created it. But we're good now, and it's working properly. So, anyway, so I've been keeping my eye out for some of this stuff. Also, Immure, we had that. We did Immure and Immure Chapter 2, but have not seen a Chapter 3 yet. So I've been keeping my eye out for stuff like that. I've continued to look into Wronged Us. Still have not seen any update for that. I've been looking at the Manor on GOG that's in development right now, and I reached out to their support, the company that's doing it, and they say they are still working on it. So we just have a long time, I guess, until the next update on it or whatever. Closer look at the melons. They're shiny. Sure, give me a sec here, and I'll look at them again. How am I going to finish the gala banquet? If that incompetent butler doesn't get me the wine bottles to marinate the veal on time. I don't understand why Mrs. Strange, this is the house of, like, the house is the House of Strange. So there's Hadley Strange and others. They're all the Strange family. I don't understand why Mrs. Strange entrusted the basement and wine cellar key to that trickster James. Surely he's the one who gets drunk on the sly every night. But very soon he will get what he deserved. It is said that revenge is sweet, but in this case, it will be spicy. Very spicy. Caliente. Okay. That sounds sexy. Okay. Melons? Sure, yeah. Check those out. I spit polished them before starting the game. So that you're appreciating the efforts of my work. So I appreciate you recognizing that. I slaved over that for a while, so it's always nice to be appreciated that way. Thank you, man. Okay, well, this is new journal entry. Yay. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, yeah, these are guests that have stayed in the guest rooms at different times. And then Mrs. Thomas versus Mrs. Groves. Okay, this will be significant at some point. I don't know when or why, but at some point, that'll be useful. Okay. And that leaves... We can go upstairs and there's also this. What is this? Ruh-roh. I have to do numbers? Oh. I don't know those. I don't know those yet. Unless... That's not something from here, is it? Let's see. We've already used this. We've already used this. We've already used this. Nah, because even if you go to Miss Grove stuff, there are only 2 things there. And there are 3 dials. Plus the dials have numbers. None of those have numbers. So that's going to be for something else. Pretty clearly. Oh, we are now sewing room and something at the end. Does that go to the attic there? Yeah, it looks like that goes to the attic there. So this coming out here, I think, is this, and then upstairs to the attic. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves too much. That does not a dead end. That actually is gonna let's stay on this floor for a bit until we look at the other rooms. Don't think we've been to the laundry room either. Yeah, we've not been here. Ooh. That's exciting. And then something goes in there. Is it is this kind of like a grape crusher? Kind of like you used to in the old world, you like forever ago in like ancient Greece or in old time Greece and stuff, and Italy and whatever, they would wash their feet, but then they would like stomp on grapes with their feet and stuff. Maybe that's like a machine to do it instead. I don't know. I'm not high society kind of a guy, really. Oh, but I do have the gear. That's good, because we needed a gear for at least one thing we looked at recently. I think maybe there was a second thing. Actually, I think there is a second thing, although I don't know. This gear does not look like it's one that works with the other one. The other one, I think I'm sure had smaller teeth. Another criminal instinct in the series, the Lost Fountain. I guess because he's gonna plunder as a treasure hunter. Is that why it's criminal instinct? I'm not seeing. This looks like a statue, not an actual skull. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So that's that. And criminal instinct is just the name of like the publication or whatever where stuff shows up. But I still feel like it's... Alright, and then back into here. Then back across the way to the dining room. Because the gear was down here, right? I don't know if this is the right gear that we need or not, though. But let's try it. Looks like it is to me. Yeah, there. There are more gears missing, though. Okay. That, the kitchen. Yeah, then this is... Oh, the key is broken inside the lock? Oh, we might need bolt cutters then for this. We don't have a way of getting the key out. Yeah. Alright. Oh, this is just a dead end. This isn't going anywhere else. Okay, I see. So, kitchen, cupboard. We can't get into the cupboard. That's what's locked. Yeah, okay, I guess we do go upstairs now. Now that we've finished out things there. Ooh, room with a dress and stuff. This. She went to the sempstress. Instead of the seamstress, the sempstress. Wonder if that's just an old word for seamstress. Anyway, she went to the sempstress to buy him some linen, but when she came back, the dog was a spinning. Okay. Hello. Beautiful silver choker. Seems to be incomplete. Yeah, has a gem in the front missing, apparently. This could be... it's not going to be, I think, because like I said, I think this is, at best, this is horror adjacent, if it's even that. But this slightly, again, much brighter setting. It's not like the dark setting like the other was, but this slightly reminds me of the Lunacy of St. Rhodes game, because in there you have things like dresses where you like add a gem and then like things start rattling and banging because the spirit gets angry, kind of thing going on. So, but that's not going to happen here because this is not actual horror, I don't think. It's interesting, but it's not actual horror. So, a clothing tape. Criminal instincts. Dress in flesh. Yeah, so this one for sure is... It would be criminal. At best, she digs up bodies for it, which is also not legal. That's at best, if not making the bodies herself in the first place. So, I don't know. Maybe I add spools to this? I don't know. But I click and nothing happens. So, nothing right now, at least. And this, original design of the beautiful crimson dress. Yeah, with that criminal instinct going on, I don't know. I feel like maybe we don't want to make this dress after all. Right, so this would, if we had a bolt of cloth or something, this would start sewing, but we don't have that. So this went to buy linen. So maybe we're looking for a bolt of linen or something? I'm not sure. Not exactly sure what that is meant to. Unlocked the door. Because this was a service. Oh, and this goes back out to like the family room and such. I see. Okay. Okay, so we can get there now. Okay. Well, back through here. And back down. Still trying to figure out where we... Oh, I did not open these on this side. Still nothing. And this is just like on the other side. You can look at it, zoom in. And it's, you know, it's not important. It doesn't look like. You can zoom in, but you can't actually interact. Okay. Well... Linen. I don't know where you would get linen. Or anything. You would think either the laundry room... Or maybe... I don't actually know. Not the drawing room or the art room. Neither of those, I don't think. Sewing room, yeah. So the sewing room or the laundry room are the only two places I could think of. We also don't have a way of opening these stairs that drop down from the ceiling yet to go up to the attic. And then on the first floor, you can see we're here. You can see we can go down these steps here, but that's still locked. And the other don't know where you get to the basement. How you get there? Through the wine cellar. We have to open the wine cellar. That's it. And then we can go to these other places. So, still have quite a bit to figure out. Those letters are interesting to me. How do those come into play? I don't remember. Something that took letters. There's gotta be something somewhere, but I don't remember where that is. Or maybe I've not even encountered it yet. It could be an area that's not opened up and I need the letters at that point. It's hard to say for sure. See, this is where the guest list had been. We did that whole puzzle here. That's from this part of the journal. We got that from here. Yeah, that was the instruction for calling. We used the phone and that helped us progress in that part. Don't understand the language. See, this is more horror vibes, right? Cthulhu. So I'm unsure what to make of this whole thing. I feel like maybe they did eventually try to do some dark ceremony with maybe tied that to the experiments or something that went on in the basement. But we can't know for sure, right? There's enough horror in this that it screams horror in some ways, but there's like also little enough horror that you start to second guess yourself, like, is this really horror though? So I don't know. I thought it was, and then I doubt myself, and then I think maybe it is after all, and then I doubt myself again. So I don't know. It's something anyway. It's cool. I enjoy it quite a bit. I just don't know. Let's see. Where else would be letters? What have I not opened up on the left side here? We went in the ballroom and the game room. We've done both of those. There's a chessboard here, but I don't think there's anything more. Maybe there is. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really convinced, but we can try and see. Okay, where are we from here? Stop this. So we did this, the chess puzzle, opened this drawer, and we did this, and that opened, I think the top, yeah, oh no, that's one of these keys. So see these things, there was one right in this slot that is a key that we ended up using in a clock out in the main hall. So we've already used that as well. That's the Lord of the Manor that died in the accident recently. We've already read that diary, this journal entry. For some reason, there's a glitch. For some reason, you do this. You're like, but you're not by the door, but it acts like you are. So it gives this weird icon. But anyway. See, we got the key from here. Anyway. And then here, we have the art and drawing rooms that we cannot get into either of. I think these might be the only two rooms on this level we've not unlocked now that we've been to all of this stuff. I think that's the last part of this level. Trying to think I think we've also not been to Nicholas' bedroom here on the second level. I think. Oh, what was this? This wasn't letters, though, was it? I don't think that was letters. Let me see. It's just up the stairs here. Yeah, these are like keys I need to insert or something. The lineage is eternal is the engraving in Latin. Yeah, so that's not letters. What other? And we did so that one thing I was showing you where we pulled the piece off. That was one of these. That was a key here, which opened this up. So we do have this we need to pull in a specific order, but these aren't letters. So I don't know. I don't think those tie together. Can't imagine how they would. Then here he is with his son, Nicholas. He had twin daughters and then a son. But none of this stuff is. Let me put letters in. Is there something up here? There's one or two things up here. There were one or two things up here that needed something. I need 2 pipes for this. That's what I need. I need 2 pipes. Chat Noir, black cat safety matches, huh? And or noir is actually night, so it's night cat. But I think that's the translation probably is black cat, because I don't know. Maybe they do in French. I don't know. Do they have a cat type, like a breed of cat they call a night cat? But it could be called night cat anyway, I guess, right? Cat prowling around at that time of day or something, I suppose. And then this, we're on the second level again. So, I don't know. I don't know where the letters go. I have some other stuff too, like that kitchen recipe stuff. I don't know what's going on with that, but we might at some point bake something, maybe. There's this with colors, but none of those are letters. Yeah. So, husband, wife, older twin daughters, younger son. That was the family. All of whom are dead now, apparently. So that's not okay. This is the other gear I was thinking about, but I don't have it with me now. I had that small gear went in that other mechanism. Yet another criminal instinct. This is painted in blood. This one is probably an ode to Layers of Fear, I would imagine. I wonder if each of these Crimson Instincts are references to horror games. I wonder. I mean, obviously, horror in general, the whole sewing of the dress and stuff kind of reminds you of, was it Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs, whatever his name was, whatever that criminal was? Something Bill. Was it Buffalo? I think it might have been Buffalo Bill, but I don't remember now for sure. Anyway. I don't know. I didn't see anything in here that would take letters either. There is that, but I don't have a gemstone or anything to put in the choker, so I don't think we can do that right now. And then this is 3 numbers, right? Find the order of the numbers, 1 through 6 on each of them. So you could potentially try to guess your way in, but that's not really playing the game properly, right? You're not actually playing the game so much as just trying to cheat your way through, basically. So, but I don't see anything that's going to take the letters or anything that's going to take the numbers. So I don't, sorry, I don't see anything that's going to use the letters, and I don't see anything that gives us the numbers we would need, I guess is how I should say that. We don't have bolt cutters for inside the kitchen here for that door. I've got a key, and a medallion. So none of those are going to work. I'm going to get myself something to drink. I'm getting kind of dry throat from air blowing in my mouth frequently from the AC and stuff. I'll be right back. These look like they could open up, but you don't get anything when you hover over them, so. Cumin, paprika, pepper, ginger. I don't see anything to do with those, though. I heard a really cheesy dad joke with cumin. I'm trying to remember how it goes. Gardener's log. Did I read this before? Situations worrying my patience. Burying pets in the courtyard is not part of my job. I have no problem doing it once, maybe even twice. But this is the 6th pet whose grave I had to dig. I don't know what happened to these animals, and I don't want to know. And maybe some of the experiments. that. Maybe that'll make me cough less. That might be tied to some of the experiments they've been doing. But I'm happy to know that this will not be the true end of these little friends. They will once again feel the freshness of the water and the warmth of the sun in the form of extraordinary tulips. Rupert Strad. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember reading that before, so I do think that's new for sure. Didn't need to be new. I think I just missed it. Oh, find the treasure guarded by the knights. You've proven to be trustworthy. Now you must prove that you are prepared to face your dark side. The Templars guard the weapon you need to advance in this quest. Pretty sure that's that game with several pieces, but it might be something else. I don't know what the pattern for this is. Face your dark side? That surely doesn't mean all of them to the upper where they're darker, does it? Well, they're not darker anyway. Yeah, no. And plus, I think they might have already been. Let's see. So let's do this first. That's open. This is the Great Exhibition of the Sciences and the Arts. Saturday 1st May 1886 banquet. Pottages, torture, printanière, poisson, I see. So not pottage is the English equivalent, it's potage, okay. Poisson, filet de sole à la normande, aiguillette de melun, sauce chéron, entrees, relevé, rot, entremets, and side table. Okay, some recipe, or not recipe, some, what do you call it? Ordering of dishes to be served. Bloody banquet, criminal instinct. Somebody got poisoned, I guess, or something. Looks like. Yeah, gears are missing still. Huh. I also don't know how we do this. I don't think I have a journal thing for that. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 7 of these? That is. That's my clue. So 2 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down. Okay. 2 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down. There we go. Now grab that. Crusader Knight figurine. Okay. That was the clue for that one. Very good. Okay. That is game rooms here, right? Not there. Where are we? Are we level up? No, we're too far over. That's right. Nope. No. Let's see. game room is... That's out to... Yeah. I remember the other way around, but we can go this way. That's fine. This will work too. This is the game room, which is not where those are. Where were those? Oh, they were... I think I know. I think I remember now. They were... Here, yeah. I passed through here. What I actually needed was that. This, equip. So we need 2 more. Well, 1 more for sure. I think 2 more. So we're close on that. That's obviously still not solved yet. Okay. Still don't know those letters, though. No, there's anything more in here right now, at least. Those do not pull out. Okay. So what do those go to? And those could be anywhere else in the manor, right? Anywhere else. Because we got this one was like way across and over from where it actually got used. So So what are these keys? This is what? A harp key and a train motif key. Do we have a harp lock that I'd not try to unlock yet? We might have. This is Lionhead. That is coat of arms. Okay. So the other side then probably, I think. Because we've unlocked everything on that side, I believe. Harp, there we go. I was starting to wonder, I was like, why do I have this key hanging around? Have I not been in here? Apparently I've not. Oh, and there's an actual harp tier too, as well. Nice. She went to the fruiterer's to buy him some fruit. But when she came back, he was playing the flute. That rascally dog. That little wily dog. That... Never learned to play piano, but at least figured out how to open this one. The letters we have underlined include an H. H is not a letter in music, so that won't work. My little doll's room. This room looks familiar to me. There's something curious popping behind the painting. Where is that? Because this on the right is like a, yeah, like a piano. Hmm. Hey, Mary. Happy time zone. Nothing in the books. And nothing with that statue, just with the other stuff. Beautiful ornate box. Seems a crank is missing. Wouldn't be this, would it? No. Okay. Okay, the clues were looks at Brahms, looks at the piano. So he probably has to look at Brahms, so that. So he looks at the piano, maybe? Brahms himself does? Oh, metal crank falls on the chimney. Yeah, there we go. He looked at Brahms, and then he looked at the... Oh, piano was one back. I did one too many. That's okay. 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 Now, and this takes a crank. Throat's giving me a little bit of a problem today. Oh. Inside musical box ballerina. Interesting. I don't know if I've seen anywhere that takes that. Okay, that'll be some future thing, I suppose. Okay, now I've already looked at the books over there. Right, so this is the other side. So the harp key. So we now have access to the music room. Train motif key. I wonder if that is Nicholas' bedroom. Let's try, okay, so guest room. Let's get out of here. That's where we just were. Yeah. Okay. And then on the second floor, so actually up this. Okay. Nicholas' bedroom's over here on the end. This. I don't remember if I tried this key or not. There we go. Because I thought, once I looked at it again, I was like, wait, didn't Nicholas have some reference to like a train set or something? There we go. Okay, nothing in the bathroom. He looks at the muse. This refers to that statue puzzle we just did. We don't need that now. Yeah, here's the engine or whatever that he. So he pushed the twins away or something? Maybe he got in trouble by his parents while the twins went and played or something? I'm not sure what that's saying. His love of trains, of course. Criminal intent, the ghost town. And there's actually a ghost on a horse, a ghost horse. So a ghost on a nightmare or whatever, going around town, looks like. Can't do anything with the letter blocks. Or that, apparently. Oh, this might be my letter set. What does this say? I don't like this word. Every time my father yells it, he makes us take more medicines with a strange taste that makes me feel weird. Especially the most recent red one. I never want to take them again. Aw. Poor Nicholas. Okay. Oh. So I can't rotate these. It's just ordering them. Oh. I don't think I actually know what word they want there then. Hmm. Most recent red medicine? This would have been before things like Robitussin existed, so I don't know what it would be. Cough syrup, but there's no C. Hmm. I don't know. Strange. Vina. I don't see letters for this. Did I get numbers? 1 to 6 and for 3 different ones, right? Yeah, no. No, I can't remember any. I think we need to find linen or something, and then we can use this maybe to wash and this to dry, kind of a thing. I don't know. But I don't see any cloth to grab. There's no loose cloth or anything in here that I can take over there. These that would be carrying bolts of cloth because they're giant, basically giant. Well, kind of like with sewing, you have the spool. These feel like they might be too big to be called spools, but let's say spools. So, but you can't do anything with them. It just shows that there's stuff on them. That's the washing room. I should have written down the letters from his room. Let's go back there for a second. Let's see. Wrong way, I guess. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah. EA. Write these down as well. E-I-E-I-O. Ah. E-A-E-R-U-K. Okay, so those are the letters that are actually on the blocks. I need more cigars. Or not cigars. Sorry, smoking pipes. Or the far side over there. There's one on the table down here you cannot grab, though. At least any time I've ever tried, I've never been able to grab it. It sits there, it looks cool, but I can't actually use it. There's nothing here. I'm pretty sure that's the answer is no. Yeah. Did not think so, but thought it was worth a try. Another coat of arms. So two things with coats of arms. So the key that has that will take two of those. Will unlock two of those, I should say. One downstairs and one just there. But not gonna actually read that, I guess. Excuse me. I'd open either of those, huh? Well, I don't know. I'm now starting to run out of ideas. That's still locked. That's the art room. Oh, it's the goes over to the bedroom, which has a closet, bathroom, and storage as well on the other side. I see. So I need to unlock that somehow. I don't think I have a key anymore. I'm pretty sure none of this stuff is going to work. No. And yeah. Nope, none of that. Okay. Didn't think so. That was a clue we already did. I don't know what this is. I mean, you can look at it, but I don't know what this, if that's anything. We did this, obviously, a while ago. Quite a while ago, actually. I redid it one time even because I wasn't remembering that we'd already done it. Oh, yeah, and there's that, let's let's see. Where is that? So his bedroom. There's that one. No. Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure. Where's the one where he said it looked familiar? Remember where that was now? Nothing on this one. So it's not in, as far as I can tell, it's not in his bedroom. It's not in the sewing room. It's gonna be down on one of these, I think, right? Huh? Oh, it could still be. Because I had closed afterward, so it might still actually be. Well, I'm not remembering. Like, we're gonna go ahead and call it there for now. I get these bursts of a bit more and a bit more and a bit more, so. Oh, actually, I just had a thought. I wonder if I type those. Let's see. If so, those will be down. Downstairs. And this might do nothing, might not be a thing, but there's a typewriter in here. I could type other letters. Excuse me. So, A, G. Can I not do G next? G. Okay. A. C. H. A. No. Nope. So those are not letters I type. At least not there. Okay. Okay. We'll leave it there for now. One last thought I had, but like I said, I started running out of thoughts. I wasn't sure. Okay, so, well, thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. Miri, Cosmic, Faux Fox, anybody else who's jumped on? I don't think Stilwell made it today on this stream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did not. Okay, no worries. Okay, thanks for watching. Fun act if you're lingering still these days. Appreciate the support. In just a little over 8 hours, we'll be doing more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. So if you guys are able to make it to that, that'd be great. And if not, obviously, that's fine. But I appreciate the support as always. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. And I'll talk to you next time. Till then. Peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.